Right, Nick and Joel, part of the Ring Fanatics podcast. Of course, our very first live stream after the pay-per-view here on our YouTube channel and other platforms. You already know what just happened. AEW Full Gear, what a night! Cowboy shit. That's all I gotta say. Cowboy shit. I
Finally,
would I would have the whole entire episode just saying that shit, but like,
yo, finally, man. Like,
like
how long it took? 2 years? Two and a
two
half?
years, 2 years, a little bit over 2 years,
Wow. Wow. Finally, long term booking pays off. And
and
then
the right timing too. Right timing.
the
Couldn't have done
right
it.
timing, the right way, uh, the little nod from Matt Jackson. What a show, man.
Definitely.
Um, yeah,
It's
let's
good.
just
Yeah,
start from the
yeah,
beginning.
perfect. Yeah. So
What a
M,
what a
we'll just.
perfect way to start the show.
Oh hell yeah,
Kick it off.
hell yeah. Honestly, I'll be honest with that match, MJF versus Darby Allen. I wasn't that really much into it at first. Wasn't like a big feud for me. I don't know why, but the match really made up for it. Um, it kind of basically just summed up what the entire feud was about. Like the two pillars, the two young guys. Exactly what they've been stating in the entire feud, and I think it went well with that. They clearly have a lot of great chemistry together, which was
Definitely.
the best part about it.
Yeah.
From start to finish, like you knew they studied each other. It was crazy.
Yeah, this match lived up to the hype. There's many matches that are hyped up that's like this is the future of the business. This match lived up to the hype. Um w- just the spots that they were doing were
Oh
just
yeah,
like incredible. The transitions, it was just very entertaining, very the crowd was into it. Even though the crowd was kind of trash tonight.
it was a little bit. Yeah,
Um
it was.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say a little bit. I'm gonna say it was. It
Yeah,
was kind of noticeable, and it was just very like awkward moments where wrestlers had to try and hype up the crowd. It was just like,
yeah.
oh, come on, like this
I
is a
noticed that.
fire ass match, and you're just sitting on your hands.
Yeah.
But
It was back and forth too. Like there was
yeah,
sometimes where it was like, okay, they're cheering for this guy, booing the next guy, cheering him again. It was
yeah,
kind of confusing on moments too. So
man, it's all good. But yeah, the MJF versus Darby Allen match, uh, incredible way to open the show. Very good match. Like I said, lived up to the hype. The power bomb on the knee was
oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's
That was ridiculous. The Because I think he did it twice.
yeah, it was
But
twice.
the first one, the
That seemed like it
impact
hurt.
was just disgusting. And
Yeah.
you just heard, oh shit, and then to the knee. I was like, that's
I felt the pain and I saw it in his face.
oh
It hurt him 1000%, and I was like,
yeah.
it hurt me watching it.
I mean, you landed on the knee.
Yeah,
Never
yeah, not
never
the
a good
best
thing.
spot.
But yeah,
Not even like on the more the thigh. It was directly on the knee,
yeah,
which was
but
the most painful part of it.
yeah.
It was insane.
But incredible match. Like I said, I think it lived up to the hype. It
Oh
showed why they talk about these guys the way they do, why they say they are two of the pillars of AEW, and they proved it tonight.
yeah,
That that's all I could say. Like that match was just it's MJF. Come on,
yeah.
MJF and Darby. Like you couldn't ask for more the way that that match played out. And then
And
of
I
course,
love how they mentioned he made Justin Roberts say in the beginning like, oh, winning a winner by like side headlock, and then
yes,
he ended by obviously he used a diamond ring, but he technically won using the side headlock,
like he
which
said he would.
that nice fit. I like the finish. I like how they incorporated that. I didn't think he was
Oh
actually gonna win by that.
no, yeah, that was dope the way they did that.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting, and I like that they did it and randomly incorporated that. Um, it was a great opening. Like I said, I think it kind of not succeeded, but like oh yeah, it
Yeah,
succeeded.
it
But
succeeded in
yeah,
kicking off the show.
it was a
Uh,
great hot start to the show. So I loved it.
Hell yeah.
That definitely started the crowd, and I think that should have happened like somewhat towards the middle of the show because I feel like that's where the crowd started dying off a little bit.
Yeah.
So imagine if that was like in the middle, I think that would have been better off. But yeah, I what was the second match right after that? I believe,
Second match I want to say was the tag match.
yeah, it was a tag match. That was
Tag match.
It was okay. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bad match, but awkward finish to it.
Awkward
I don't know how it's
finish. I thought the match was gonna be restarted.
me too.
I
I
thought
was
he wasn't the legal man,
yeah.
but I don't know. I
The
think
ref
that
noticed it. That was
I
the
felt
weird
like that's what they were going for, and like I don't know what happened.
yeah, because they could definitely use that in the future in the long term. Like, oh, you pinned
The
the
wrong
wrong
guy,
guy, so we get
and that
another shot.
prolongs the feud. They could always use that in
Yeah,
prolonging the feud, which I'm not against
yeah.
because the match was incredible.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
sure.
FTR, the mix of the flips and then the old school kind of wrestling, which I
Yeah,
love the old school wrestling that FTR does. I'm a huge fan of it. It just for some reason mends well together. Like it's
yeah,
the same when FTR fights the Bucks. It just I don't know what it is. They just know how I don't even know how to put it into words. I think FTR just knows they are just geniuses at wrestling.
yeah.
I'll just say that straight up
They are.
because for them to work the old school style and fit it in today's wrestling with all, like I said, with all the
Yeah,
flips and the lucha style and the way that the Bucks and the Lucha Brothers wrestle is incredible. The way they just mend the two together, and you don't
uh,
really notice it
yeah,
until after that. You're like, oh wow, like that was pretty like they did no flips on their side. You know what I mean? Like they
yeah.
did no high flying moves. They did no nothing out of the ordinary of FTR. It was still an incredible match.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Shout out the Lucha Bros for their entrance again. Like
Oh, of
2 for
course.
2 with entrances in a
Yeah.
row. Like, come on.
No,
Like
yeah.
they
That
always
definitely
talk about that shit.
that got me
That's the
hyped.
thing.
That got me hyped for the
It
match.
did.
Not gonna lie.
It did. And it was cool. It did. It's like army themed. How they had the whole people line up. I was like, wow, what is going on here?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like they. That's like their style of like, oh, we're starting war. And
Exactly.
even though it wasn't like the biggest war match, but like it kind of gives out that vibe.
Yeah.
Like, they came here and they did not want to play. They're taking it serious. They're
Exactly.
here to
And like I said,
execute.
I don't think this is the last time they're fighting.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be
But
like a multiple series of matches
yeah,
down the line for sure. We're
definitely.
definitely gonna see that a lot more in the
Yeah.
future.
And I'm down with it.
Yeah,
I'm down with it. I say throw them two and get Santana and Ortiz in that storyline and
hell yeah,
double or
they
nothing
have to. They have to. I think.
three-way ladder match. Do something crazy. I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
100%. I am definitely down for that one.
But yeah, FTR Lucha Bros. Come on,
Run it back. Run it back.
another one that's like, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, like they
Like,
gave you everything that
they
they hyped it up for. Which like
exactly.
I'm still confused for the ending because they clearly knew. I feel like the ref clearly knew like that was not the legal man.
Yeah,
So like okay, I just ran like he knew but didn't really say anything. And then it's kind of weird because like would you put the blame on Tully on that? Like they kind of made it seem like oh like it's the ref's fault, but like you kind of told him to go in. They could
yeah,
you made whoever that was go in the match in knowing that he wasn't the legal man.
yeah.
That kind of doesn't play off well.
I'll give it to them till Wednesday. See what they come up
Yeah,
with because I think I want to say that's what they're gonna go for, saying that he wasn't the legal man.
yeah,
You did pin one of us, but he wasn't the legal man at the time, so you technically didn't beat us. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
one of those things.
yeah. I mean, like you won the match, but not with the right guy, so it wasn't really a fair
Yeah,
win.
exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. Like you said, let's wait till Wednesday to see how
Yeah,
that rolls out because I feel like they're gonna have like a whole bunch of like backstage brawls, like another segment, like oh you cheated us, like come on.
yeah.
Apparently, like I didn't know, like apparently they have another 2 weeks with Andrade and the whole feud. I didn't want to jump the gun on this match,
So
but
what
no,
do you
I
mean?
think like FTR and Andrade, like apparently during the tag match that Andrade and Pac had, they said like FTR had like a 2 week deal with Andrade to be by his side or something like that. I think it was part of that deal where MJF paid him off or something like that. And
Okay,
that's what I heard. I didn't know about it. That's what I
I
heard.
didn't even
I
hear
could be
that to
wrong.
be honest.
Um, so I can't 100% confirm, but if anybody's listening to this right now, can confirm that for us. That would be great.
Facts. Let us know.
Because I know there's people listening. I see one person on our YouTube page that's live.
Super lit.
Um, and then I think 3 on our Twitter. So if any
Okay.
yeah,
Alright.
yeah. You have people listening, so if you're listening to this right now, give us a like on this YouTube video. Let us
Alright.
know that you are
Shout
here.
out shout out to YouTube and Twitter fam.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. And feel free, like I said, comment whatever your thoughts are during this live stream. You can comment at any time. Don't wait for us to finish talking. You just say anything at any point. You'll see your comment and hopefully respond to that. So yeah, next match I believe it was Danielson versus Miro for the number one contender spot.
Yep.
Now it was interesting. Brian Danielson won.
The
What were your
wrong
thoughts?
guy
The
won.
wrong guy won. I
The
agree with you.
wrong guy
I didn't
won.
want to be the one to say it, but I'm glad you said it.
I have another take
Say it.
this
Hot take.
for tonight that the wrong guy won, but when we get there, we'll get there.
Okay.
But
Okay.
for this match, the wrong guy won.
I
I could
agree.
care less about Brian versus Paige. I
Yeah.
I do not care. The only way, but you see, this is Brian Danielson getting into his fucking triple threat matches again. The only way you can make me care about it is if you have Brian and Kenny feud first for
That's what
who's
I was
really
thinking.
the number one contender.
Yeah. I'm thinking because I was thinking about this during the match. Like if Danielson wins, is that like a clearly obvious statement that like Omega was going to win the match and hopefully we knew their
Yeah, I
feud
remember
again?
you was saying that. Yes.
And then because like then I realized that's during the match like oh the original Omega and Danielson match that happened at Grand Slam wasn't for the title. Like
Yeah, and
obviously it
it
was
was a draw.
yeah, it wasn't obviously for the title, but like that wasn't the reason why they started the feud.
Yeah,
Like it was for who was the better wrestler and not like, oh, I want to be the champion.
and we still haven't gotten a payoff from
Yeah,
that. We've never gotten a rematch. So I think this, like we talked about on the previous episode, on the prediction episode,
yeah,
um, I think you wait for the number one contender match. I think you wait for the number one contender storyline till the new year. I say you have Kenny and Brian feud until the new year happens. I think the last Dynamite before the new year, that's where you have like the last match on TNT, because I think they kick off the first week of January on
yeah,
TBS, right?
yeah, yeah,
New era, new show. I think the last match you have is Kenny versus Brian. Whoever wins is number one contender.
yeah. And then that, and
I
then
know people are gonna say, "Oh, then this tournament made no sense. Why would they even do it?" Exactly. We didn't ask for this tournament. They
yeah,
just gave it to us. We didn't ask for. I thought you had a ranking system. I thought that's how you found
yeah.
out number one
That's so
contenders. I
really
didn't know you just throw out fucking tournaments
they
and then get a number one
they
contender.
had a ladder match in which Page won. They're gonna have a tournament the same night that he has a title match. Like
And what that? Don't even get me started on the Page stuff, because didn't Page? We talked about this. I feel like he lost that 5-on-5 match with the Dark
yeah,
Order. I feel when he lost that, they say you cannot go for the belt as long as Kenny is champion. I don't know if I was hearing shit. I don't know if
yeah,
they forgot. I feel like that's what I heard. But I feel like we
yeah,
just throw shit out the window. And you
yeah.
know what?
I thought
Sometimes
it
I'm
was
okay with it.
yeah. I mean, I thought it was just like a right then and there for like all out, and then once
Yeah,
all out finishes. That's what I 'cause remember we spoke about that.
that is true.
And
Yes,
then
we did talk about that.
but I thought it was just for all out, and then now he had his match with Christian Cage.
Yeah,
But the only thing that confuses me is like I said, like the ladder match, and then all of a sudden we have a tournament. Like we
yeah,
just have a new contender, now you're gonna have another new contender thing going
yeah.
on.
But I feel like that's the way they were going to have
Yeah,
Kenny and Brian feud. I think that's the way to go.
yeah,
Who wins? I couldn't tell you.
yeah. Wouldn't be
You
able
know
to
what I
say.
mean? I couldn't tell you. Maybe you give Kenny some time off. People are saying he's taking time off after this. Nah, I don't know. I think you give him a little bit of segments. I think you give him that one match before the new year and let him take off for the new year. for the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was because when you said before, like the Omega Danielson at the last show, I think that's gonna be like the moment where like Omega, or that's when they rematch, it's gonna end up being like another draw in which now they both win, they both become number one contender.
I thought that too, yes. And then Brian
Triple
Danielson,
threat.
of course, in a triple threat match for a title. But it's like, do you really want to kick off
Yeah. So
with a triple threat?
it was either that or just had the number one contender Brian Danielson just had the match at the New Year, the first show, because you already had the TBS championship match that night. Might as well have another title match be the main event between
Yeah,
Danielson and Page.
yeah.
I think along the line, Danielson and Omega will have their rematch.
Oh,
Or
definitely.
probably I was thinking like maybe they have that match at New Year's, the first New Year show, and then Omega interferes, causing them to have a match at like Revolution or something. So
Got
that
you.
way that feud
That
can go.
there's a couple ways they could do it. I I wanted Miro.
Yeah.
God champion.
I was on that train. I was like, there's no way they're gonna have him just enter this tournament and lose
I
right away. Like,
Yo, ever since he came into AEW, he's been killing it. I
yeah,
thought he deserved it. I
yeah,
thought it makes more sense for a heel versus face um storyline. Like I said, it's not that I can care less about Adam Page or Brian Danielson. It's them together. A
yeah,
face versus face storyline. I don't care for those.
yeah,
Oh, we're all good friends, let the best man win. No, I don't care about that. Don't give me that match. I'm not
yeah.
gonna pay for that match. You know what I mean?
But it's also, I think I said this on the last episode too. I think they're just aiming for like, oh, have Danielson be, let Danielson have a match on the first episode of TBS.
Yeah.
Everyone's definitely heard of Daniel
The
Bryan
name.
and Brian Danielson,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like might as well have him on the card.
Yeah.
But then like I'm pretty sure like I'm agreeing with what you said before, like oh Omega's probably wanting time off because he's
Yeah.
been grinding it on like, every single company he's been in since 2021 began. So
Yeah.
why not give him a break for a little bit
Exactly. My
and just
thought
have
is that my thought is that if you do have the Danielson storyline, don't drag it out.
yeah,
Don't drag it out. Let me get one match, call it a day.
yeah.
I feel like with them two, I don't need a whole storyline. Um
Just have it be like what is it? Today's the 14th. I would just have it to like maybe the Winter is Coming show. The show that Sting debuted on last year.
or like you said, till the first show of
Yeah.
TBS, the
Yeah.
first show of the new year,
It's not
have
that
that
far away.
one match and then boom, you could shake hands after and call it a day.
Because I don't know. Did you see Rampage on last night, Friday night?
Yeah.
Saw that Adam Cole.
Yep.
Yep, that's definitely gonna be the first feud. That's what I was thinking.
Adam
That's
Cole.
that's gonna be either Double Nothing or Revolution match.
Yeah.
Probably Revolution because that's like right away.
I would say Revolution.
Yeah, that's the match
You
I'm
want
100% looking
you want
forward
to
to.
get into that match? I think it was the very next match. The
Yeah,
three
the
on
six
three.
man Falls Count Anywhere. I love that match. That was a
Dope.
great match.
I thought it was dope.
That was
I
my
thought
favorite of the night. That was my favorite of the night.
yeah, I think it was really good.
It was very entertaining. Like I said, another match that kind of expected to happen. Very similar to the Grand Slam match that we saw. It was very fast
Yes.
paced. Because all of them are fast paced wrestlers.
I mess with it.
So
I mess
yeah,
with it.
it was cool. I'm glad
And
it
then
was Falls Count Anywhere because like the only problem I had with this match was that like it
so
kind of
much
didn't
was
go.
happening.
Yeah, it was like the most of the match happened in the same place. Like it's Falls Count Anywhere. Goes. Shout out to Christian Cage for going to the top part of the thing. That's the only person that went up there and went somewhere completely different. It's
He
like
had to go check out his peeps,
yeah,
baby.
how many peeps are in this arena?
Facts.
So he did his thing, yeah. So I shout out to him for doing that. At least he went somewhere completely different from
Yeah.
everyone else.
I mean, I like that they did the stuff on the stage. I think they
Yeah,
try to keep it in a spot where everyone can see. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes when you have the crowd spots, it's kind of tough with people that are like on the other side of the building,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
like or like if you're on floor level and they're on floor level, but on the other side, they can't see shit unless they're looking up
yeah.
at the screen. So I think they tried to avoid all of that. Um, but other than that, I thought it was a dope match. I
It
thought it
was.
was very like you said, very fast pace. It reminded me of that Grand Slam match. Christian Cage killing it again. I will
Yeah.
say it for every episode until he retires. This man is having a run that is incredible. Shout
Yeah.
out to my son Jungle Boy. Um,
He pinned one of the Young Bucks, right?
hmm?
He pinned one of the Young Bucks.
Yes, I believe
It
it was
should, it,
Matt.
it should have been Adam Cole that took the pin.
Nah, they waiting for that. They waiting for that.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
go wait.
it would have been the cool moment, but then like
Yeah,
like I
I
got the
feel you.
pin. Literally he literally did the same exact thing that he did Jungle Boy this past week.
Yeah,
It would have made sense to do it, but I guess like you said, I guess they're waiting for the right spot, the right
yeah.
time to
I
do
guess
it.
like we talked about, I think they're waiting for that one-on-one for him to
Yeah,
finally get that spot.
yeah, for sure. And I honestly thought Christian Cage was gonna spear Jungle Boy right after. I don't know if he had that same feeling. He was like in that spot behind him.
Oh, that he was like set up. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, don't spear him, don't spear him."
Yeah.
And, like, he just went and hugged him, I'm like, "Okay, good."
No,
Good
yeah,
to see.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, "No, please, no, don't do it
Yo,
right."
I thought Christian was taking the bump off the stage. I thought he was just.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was taking a super kick, like when they set up for the
He
double super kick.
Then Luchasaurus
Um,
saved him. I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
god."
I thought he was taking that and just falling back like a trust fall.
Yo,
I
why
said, if
is
he,
Luchasaurus so good? Like, I don't know why. I just thought of that.
you saw
He's
this,
so good.
you saw the shooting star off the
Yeah, off the
stage.
stage,
The man
man.
didn't even jump. Like
He did it
he
with
just
ease. He's 6'7".
yeah, like just standing straight up. Just it wasn't even like he had to like you know how some people have to like jump off to like get a flip off.
Yeah.
My son just
They stood there
stood
just
up.
randomly flipped.
Yeah, just did the flip. That was incredible.
Oh my
And
god,
like
this
you
is
said, he's like six something.
yeah. He's 6 foot I think 6'7", 6'8".
Insane.
He moves like he's
Insane.
half his size.
Facts. Yo, it's crazy. It's
It
crazy.
was.
But yeah,
I remember when
that
he got signed, I'm like, "Damn, this guy's gonna be good. I hope they use him well."
yeah.
And they're using him well, and I'm like, "Damn, that's cool."
Yo, they're using Jurassic Express. I like it. I like it. I don't know where Marco Stunt was today.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know where he was
I
at.
guess well, you had the other you had the elite on the corner, so you could have had him. I don't know why they didn't, but I guess
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it's weird. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen Marco Stunt in weeks, but
Yeah, like on television. Yeah, he's probably been like on Dark and stuff, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like, no offense to him, but I kind of feel like it should just be Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
he's like the odd
Um,
one out. You feel?
yeah. I mean, like, no offense, but like, I feel like he doesn't really have much hype like they do. They build
Don't you ever disrespect more? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I mean,
Nah, I feel
really,
you though. I feel you. They
yeah,
kind of keep him like to the side.
yeah. So it's gonna be weird to bring him back. People are commenting that Jungle Boy's beard is growing out, calling him
Yeah,
Jungle
shout out to
Man.
him. Yeah, my brother said that. I
Yeah,
said
it's like he's growing out his beard.
so.
I thought it looked like he kind of reminded me of Adam Page a little bit. I'm like, is that Adam Page?
Yeah,
And then like people are calling him Jungle Man. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna
let
do that.
the
But
let
you
the
know,
let Jungle Boy live, man.
he's transitioning.
Yeah, that's the feud. That's the feud. Jungle Boy versus Adam Page. That's the only face versus face I would take.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah,
That's the only one.
100%. I would not mind that a single bit.
Yeah, because those guys for the
Yeah.
title,
Huh.
I'm here for it. Here, take my money.
Take my money. I would fly there to
Take
wherever.
my money. I am there.
It could be in a different country. I'll go there right away. Like, front row, giving them
their,
everything money.
their first Saudi Arabia show.
It's like, why you're here like a week early? Like, I don't care. I'm waiting right here until the match happens. But yeah, it was a great match. I think it was my favorite of the night.
I would put it up there.
Yeah, it was.
I would put it up there.
It was.
Oh, I'm trying to think. What was after 3-on-3?
I think it was the women's match, the Tyconti versus Brit Baker.
No surprise. No surprise.
Yeah,
DMD baby taking
Take the
over.
W.
Um,
I thought like out of
good
all the
match.
matches,
There was a couple matches.
yeah,
There was a couple spots that I
yeah,
said, "Yo, are they taking the belt off of her?"
yeah.
Like
That's
I
what I thought
got
too. I was a
nervous.
little surprised,
I
but then I'm
messed
like,
with
is
it
it too
though.
soon? It was too soon for that,
Yeah, but I
basically.
messed with it because it gave you it was the suspense of, yo, they might take the belt off of her. Like this is actually like something that could happen tonight.
Yeah, I love how they incorporated that. Like
Yeah,
it could happen.
that
It could happen today. It could
it
happen
showed. Yeah, it
soon.
showed that Conti is gonna be up there for a while
Oh yeah, for
with
sure,
in the women's division. Like she's
for
gonna be
sure,
one of the top ones.
for sure. Um, what I was thinking was like, I think it might. There's a lot of things that we talked about in the last episode. I don't remember if I said it or not. I mean, I just thought about it but didn't say it.
Bring it up.
But like a lot of the top contenders right now are in the TBS tournament. Like
Yes.
who's next?
Yeah.
Like who's
I
next?
mean,
That's my question.
once they're done with the TBS tournament,
But it
that's
doesn't end
it.
till January. Like, what are they gonna do from now till then? Just have her just chill?
I
And I don't
guess.
know.
Well, the quarterfinals are still happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Quarterfinals are still happening. I mean, you can always do something with someone that um isn't in the tournament, someone that already lost. I mean,
Which aren't
that
really
doesn't
big
really
names,
make
but
sense, but
yeah.
I guess you know what I mean. Like,
I mean,
I mean, you can always do it with Conti for a little bit. You can always like almost had you.
yeah.
Let's do a rematch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which it was a close match. There was a couple, like I said, there was some spots that was like, yo, they might be taking this off of her.
And it might be like a similar like to what we said before with the FTR Lucha Brothers. Like, oh, I almost had you, and I
Exactly.
want another shot. It's like give
Yep.
me another shot. So I think that might happen. And I like I said, like I just hope the TBS title doesn't overshadow the main women's championship because if it does, then now I wouldn't say embarrassing, but like, come on, just put a little bit more effort. Give. I just hope Jade Cargill or Thunder Rosa doesn't win it, so that way they can go for the women's championship. Because as of right now, in my eyes, those two are the more believable ones to take the title
Yeah.
off of Brit Baker.
Yeah.
Unless they have someone outside the company come in and like do a little feud, like a Deonna Purrazzo, somebody. I
We
don't
need
care.
that match.
We need exactly. We need
Deanna
that match.
versus Britt. Is their like partnership done?
I heard it was done. I
Because
heard it
people
was
are
done.
telling me it's done, and I was like, okay, cool. My son Don Callis is still on TV.
He got fired from Impact. That's
Hold
the
the hell.
storyline.
Hold the
So
hell.
he's full time AEW. Right?
Yeah, but I guess whatever. Yeah, he was technically fired.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
fired.
mean, you could still do the Deanna Purrazzo. Come on, why not?
Why not? Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying like just do that. Have her state her contract's up, so that way she can go over to AEW. Like, they'll give her a
Exactly.
reason. But
Yeah, you can always pull out a storyline and make it work.
yeah,
That's something that's a big show though, I feel like a Deanna Purrazzo versus
a double or nothing.
Baker, that's like a double or nothing all out match.
Yeah,
You
especially
know what I
all out.
mean?
I feel like that happened
Yeah,
already. All out. But I'm mistaken.
that's like the vibe I get from when I hear those two names together.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, I agree with that. Is that like it would be stupid if they did it like Revolution or
Yeah, or
very
even
first.
on a random ass dynamite,
Yeah,
like when they just have people show up.
it's like
I know we jump in the gun, baby. I know we jump in the gun. But right when I said that, shout out to my guy. Ooh, yeah. My son Jay
Jay
Lethal,
Lethal.
baby.
Jay Lethal.
Oh, man. I am so excited.
I thought Ring of Honor superstars are free agents in 2022.
Can
Wasn't
I?
that the point of? That's what I thought because I didn't think of anything happening with
He's
those
not. I don't
superstars.
think he's in any storylines right now. So they might have been like, yo, you could do what you want to do. I think they're at that point with the relationship of Ring of Honor wrestlers. Like they probably told them beforehand, yo, and try to work out a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that because I feel like for them just to release everyone is wild.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they had to at least work with some of them and be like, listen, let's try and if you sign with them, can you at least sign a deal that at least lets you work with us someday? Like you know what I mean? Like something like that.
It's only once a week over there.
Yeah,
They're literally just once.
exactly. But my son Jay Lethal, I thought WWE was gonna pick him up as I was hoping as a wrestler, but then I heard they were also looking at him as a trainer. Uh,
I
yo,
thought it was
WWE,
gonna be like one of those producers slash wrestler
yeah,
type of thing.
let me just hand you this L real quick, cause my boy is in AEW. Let's get it. I'm hype.
Yeah,
I know I jumped the gun because that
I know,
happened right before the main event.
I
But
know.
as I was saying it, and I was like, yeah, bringing in new people. Whoa, I had to bring it up.
I got a tweet. Like, wait, was those Ring of Honor releases also like the employees or just the wrestlers? Like people backstage?
I think it was everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody,
Restarting.
because I want to say it was everybody.
'Cause I
Like
was gonna say,
announcers,
I was gonna say
commentators.
like Marty's girl could have showed up. He could have been
No,
there.
he's not with them.
He's not.
Nah, remember he
Oh,
got me too. Oh wait, hold on. Let
he
me.
did.
That's not that's
Wrong
not
person.
appropriate word to say.
Oh,
Someone, yeah, he, you know what? Fuck it. He got me too. Somebody said that whatever, and him and ROH parted ways.
I didn't
He
know that.
hadn't wrestled in like a year, but like a couple weeks ago, he showed up in Puerto Rico to wrestle.
I did not know that, and I tweeted it out, and I think I should delete it.
Yeah,
And I think I should delete that because I did not know he got me too.
it's all good. We all make
Yeah,
we got. Come on, I forgot. Don Callis got fired. Come on, it's all good.
I know, but it was the storyline purposes. It's different than what I was mentioning. It's completely different. But
Oh no, I tried to block all that stuff out. I just remembered it was Marty Scurll, and I was trying to keep up with him because once he left, I said, "Oh, this is perfect time for him to go somewhere else." But
yeah,
then I remembered, ain't no one want to pick him up after that whole thing
yeah,
happened. You know what I mean? Even whether it happened or it didn't, it has that taint on it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the same with like I don't even want to give an example, but yeah. So yeah, whatever. He's wrestling again though, so you never know where he
Yeah,
could show up.
you never know.
And I would the elite back together?
The entire damn, that
All
would be.
together?
But who knows? You'll get to talk about that later on. But who knows? Um,
Facts.
Punk versus Kingston, another match that happened.
The wrong man won.
100%. I knew you were gonna bring that one up.
I am the biggest CM Punk fan. I love CM Punk.
Me too.
I was heartbroken when he left WWE. I was hyped when he came and joined AEW. The wrong man won.
The wrong man won.
And to be
He
honest,
was,
I
he
don't
was
even
getting tons of heat at the end. Before he won, I don't know if that was the heel turn or he was doing heelish moves. I think that was the reason why they made him win. I think
yeah.
they want to eventually change the narrative around a little bit because I remember they had basically I guess you could say Kingston was supposed to be the heel entering this match, but kind of changed everything around because of the story and that
Do you,
article that came out.
do you remember what we talked about on the last episode?
What
When
was
I told you about the storyline was being used that had already happened.
the Cena one? Yeah,
And then my man pulls out
that you can't see.
the
He
"you
almost
can't
did the.
see me."
He almost
You
did
crazy? My son almost got sued real quick.
it. Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was thinking. Like that was the heel move. That
but
was
yeah, I think Kingston should have won.
he
I think
bitch slapped him before the match started, and I was hyped. I'm like, yes, do it again. He
I
straight
was
up just turned around, but smacked him in the backhand. It was like,
I was kind of hoping that was how the match was gonna go.
really?
I was hoping that was it. I think that would have been a fucking genius idea of hyping this match up for all that was worth and having someone get bitch slapped and then pinned 1, 2, 3.
I thought it was over too. I'm like, wait, what
I
happened?
was so ready to jump out my seat and say, yo, it's done. Is this how we're gonna do this storyline?
Yeah, for real. I was like, wait, is he moving? Is he
Yeah.
no,
But
is that it?
yo,
And then like he just got up. I'm like, okay, bell didn't ring yet, but okay. I guess he's still going. I guess he's still going. Cool. And then
it was a cool match. I'll give it that. It was a dope match. Great spots. Just I think I think Kingston should have been the first guy to beat Punk. Um, the way they ended the match, it might be open to a
Continue. It's definitely
rematch
continuing.
and
Yeah.
continue the storyline, but he should have beat him the first time. I
Like
think,
I don't, I kind of gotten the vibes at first that it was the final match. Like I don't know why.
yeah.
Like it kind of gave me the impression that like, oh, it's okay. Punk won. Move on.
I feel like that's been with a lot of Punk storylines.
Yeah.
Like it's just one and done.
Yeah, and I hope
I
it isn't in this case because I feel like it's starting something for him.
Yeah,
Especially,
I need
it's mostly
longer
been like,
storyline.
oh, Punk's back, has a match, everyone's excited, yay, he's wrestling. Now this is like the serious, like, okay, now he's wrestling again. He's still going. Because Kingston, they hate each other. We get that. Now this is serious. It's not like one of those like, okay, let's get him back into the ring a little bit. Because I
Yeah,
feel like that's what his first few matches were about. Like Darby Allen, he's getting back into the rhythm. A few other matches here and there to see like to work with different people. He worked Hobbs, a bigger guy, just in case he ever needs to work a bigger guy in the future. And then like he's kind of like mixing around a little bit, some smaller guys in between. Then now like Kingston's the guy to go to for a full on feud. I think that's what they were hoping for.
yeah,
Maybe this will end in like maybe a no disqualification match, a parking lot brawl,
something.
something
You
like that.
can't just give
Yeah,
me that one match and think it's
yeah.
over.
There's got to be like a stake to it, like a
Yeah, this is a
stipulation.
storyline I feel that can go on for a little bit.
Yeah,
Again, you don't want to overdo shit, but I feel like this is a storyline that can go a bit.
no, like, for sure. And I just yeah, like you said, wrong
Yeah,
winner.
yeah. I think
I
I,
don't.
I think Kingston deserved it. I think it
Yeah,
would have helped him so much on winning it. It of course it put more people onto Eddie Kingston because I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about him. I saw a lot of love on Twitter for him and Instagram. So I think this opened a lot of people up to him. This showing that
100%.
he is fucking dope. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
ain't no question about it.
that is a fact. And I think, like I said, like I think that's why they kind of had to change the whole perspective. Like, oh, Eddie Kingston is not the heel here now.
Yeah.
He has to be the babyface. So let's
I,
make Punk
I
slowly turn into a heel
yeah.
without like realizing. And that I think that tonight was the first sign of it. Like, oh, he tried to mock Cena. Okay, oh shoot, he did that. He's that savage. Because back 7 years ago, Punk was like, he did not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like clearly from that Money in the Bank feud, we know he does not care and he'll do
Yeah.
anything. So doing that, especially in this type of feud with Kingston, it's like okay, perfect guy to do it with. He can really get under his skin. Kingston can get under his skin, and it fits right well and perfect there. So I think that would be a great way to do it. And like I said, it's not done. I just hope there should be like one more big match between them two that ends it.
Yeah, definitely.
Then give Kingston the win. That means something. Like the first loss in 7 years.
Yeah.
So it's a big stake.
Tell you that would have been a big moment tonight if he would have beat him.
Yeah,
Because out of all people on that roster, you wouldn't think Eddie Kingston's getting that first win over Punk.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of those that was like, whoa, they really went there. Like they really, wow, okay, they're going with him. I
yeah.
like this.
And I think that's like I wouldn't say equivalent to a championship win, obviously, but like I think that's one big push for him to go for, and then like oh maybe he gets a TNT title shot,
Yeah,
maybe he wins the title.
yeah,
Then now he's this like big intimidating dude who has a championship, kind of like a Miro type of situation. Bring that thing back where like he calls out people, you face me this week, kind of making people kind of like now you're challenging me next week kind of thing.
yeah,
I think Miro was the one that was calling out people too. He was like, "Yo, Kingston, face me all out,"
yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
He
God.
even asked. He says, "Yo, you face me all out," and like, "Okay, perfect, cool."
The
And then
God,
that's one way to show
God's champion. That's what I'm saying.
he's the God's champion, exactly. The Redeemer. He's got to be. Maybe that's a feud for Danielson in the future, him versus Miro. Maybe
Yeah,
like sets up something. Remember,
yeah.
maybe he like enters a triple threat with the championship or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact.
I have a feeling that's
That's
gonna happen.
so much they could do.
So much.
So much that they could just mess with. And like every company has so much to do, but like
Yeah.
the potential that we have with AEW writers is more potential than we have with every other company. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like there's so much potential you could do with the WWE Championship, but you have the champion fighting the king, uh,
Yeah.
and in a feud with that. For what reason?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. But yeah, so that's why I always say that I feel like AEW has the most potential with their writers, so they
Yeah.
have the more potential to do more things with their wrestlers.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
But yeah,
I almost
again,
I almost forgot this other match. I mean, what were we gonna say? Sorry.
no, the wrong guy. I was just gonna say again, the wrong guy won.
Yeah, the wrong guy won that one for sure. The match that we forgot in the prediction episodes, and the one I almost forgot now was the tag team match with Cody and Pac and Malachi Black and Andrade.
What
Um,
yo, to be honest, was not expecting much from this match. Actually a good match.
yeah, but
Wasn't mad at it.
it
Wasn't
was
mad at
it
it.
was practically a 2-on-1 handicap match. Cody did
Yeah.
too much, but
Planting the seeds, baby. Planting
yeah.
the seeds.
I
I'm telling you.
there was a lot of funny moments in that match, but like Arn Anderson just clotheslined that guy,
Yo, when he
pulled out the
took out his
Glock.
Glock. Oh my god.
I
Arn
love
Anderson.
it. Pulled out his Glock and just straight up just clotheslined the guy. It was funny.
I'm
Um,
telling you, yo, Cody, I don't know what they're gonna do. He's turning heel. He should be heel already. He
he should have
gets
been.
treated like one. He should
Yeah,
have made the turn already.
yeah,
And he needs a group.
yeah. I
He's
kind of
someone that needs a faction to be like, of course, there's a couple, you already have a couple groups
yeah,
in AEW, but you need Cody to be a face of a group.
yeah. I think so.
Whether it's another part, he's another member of the Pinnacle, which I don't think that works out. I think he needs to be the face. I think people would hate him even more. And he just uses his what could you say, what do you even call it? His privilege of being one of the creators, you would say, of
Yeah, doesn't
AEW.
get enough credit for what he's doing.
Yeah, and he was like, "Y'all should be thanking me." Da da da
Yeah,
da da. And then he just gives people stuff that are in his group. He has a tag team in his group, and he's just like, you know what? Next week, y'all gonna get a title shot, and it's just stuff like that that you're like, oh, why? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And gonna make you hate
yeah.
him even more. But I feel like if you do that, it's gonna have the Roman Reigns effect and you actually really want him to keep getting booed, but I feel like he'll start getting cheered because then it's like people are like, "This is what I wanted." You know what I
That's
mean?
what I hate when like
Like I
that's one
get
thing
it
that wrestling fans
because
don't really
yeah,
understand. It's like you're booing him for doing a bad job when he's doing well at something. You cheer him, which is supposed to be complete
exactly,
opposite of what you're doing. It's like it's
exactly.
confusing.
Also, what's with the hate with Cody Rhodes? Can you do you know? Like,
I just think like
I never understood it.
I think it's the fact that he's doing a lot and unnecessary stuff with the company. It's like, why is he like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel
what do
like
you
he's
mean?
doing the same exact thing every week. New guy comes in, boom, against Cody. Like, why Cody?
Yeah,
And it's like it's
against
annoying.
Cody.
I guess people, against fans are annoyed at Cody's. I
Because
think it
what?
does too much unnecessary stuff. And it's like, relax, Cody.
Because what happens is when you bring somebody new in, you have to give them a name that everybody knows.
Yeah,
Same reason why Jericho was the first
yeah,
champion. Same reason why Brian Danielson would be a great number one contender because
for
if you put his
TBS.
name on TBS,
Yeah,
people are gonna say, "Oh shoot,
it's
that's the
Daniel
guy from
Bryan. Yeah,
WWE." Yeah. So when you bring somebody in new to the company that might not be as big of a star, yes, us fans know them
yeah,
as a wrestler on another company, where he would just come up from a coffin or whatever and do his little
Yeah.
entrance. But to
That's also one thing. Like his
but
entrance is
but
also too much. Like I swear, like it's
oh, who Cody's?
yeah,
I love it. I
it's way
love
too
it.
much. And it's like I swear I'd rather watch another match than like having come out. It's just too long. Just cut it a little bit short.
Nah, I like that.
It's way too
Listen,
long.
I'm a Cody guy. I'm a
You
Cody
are a
guy.
Cody. You're a Cody,
I'm gonna
Cody
say
Rhodes.
it straight up. I'm a Cody guy. I think
I did not know you were a
I
Cody guy.
yeah, I'm a Cody guy. You gonna kick me off the podcast now?
Yep, ending it right now.
Yo, I just think, he's the right person to put people against at first.
Yeah,
Of course, he's gonna win first because you gotta build up the name. The
yeah,
only person that won that he hasn't beat was Malachi Black.
yeah,
And that's because I feel he has a bigger name already.
yeah,
Everybody else didn't really like, they had names, but wasn't like big. You know what I mean? Like Eddie
yeah,
Kingston came in from a call out at an indie show. Archer came over from New Japan. Not a lot of people watch New Japan.
yeah,
So everybody that he's for, who else has he for? Brody Lee, but that come on, Brody Lee took off the
yeah,
did his thing against Cody.
yeah,
So if you notice, all the guys that have bigger names already beat Cody. The rest lose to him and then come back and get their win against him. So I
yeah,
get it what they do. I get it why he also gets hate because of it. Because it's also like being an indie booker and booking yourself as champion. Yeah, I said it. What's up? But yeah, it is what it is.
yeah.
It's just
And also, like I know this happened before. I think it happened during the buy-in. Dante Martin doing his thing,
yes,
killing it.
yes. He's gonna be one of the. I feel he'll be in the TNT picture in no time.
Oh, for sure. Are
Yeah.
you expecting his brother to come back anytime soon, or is it like the team up?
Uh,
Anything?
I don't know, to be honest. Right now he's right now I think he's killing it. I think you keep him what he's doing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I like that. I like the way he's working right now. I think you just keep him as a singles guy.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of both of them. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember.
I
Um,
I
you
I
do
do.
remember.
I know
You
you
remember.
say it though, because I
Yeah,
remember.
I knew they were gonna be big. I called
Yep.
it. There was an episode. I think it was one of our first few episodes. I mentioned like, yo, if I were a
That we were saying who we would sign. Who
yeah,
would we
who would we have in a faction with?
Yeah, because we were talking about that a lot of these guys aren't signed in AEW. Because that
Yeah,
last year a lot of them weren't.
yeah,
Now it's popping up. Oh, this guy's oily. This guy's oily.
yeah.
But a lot of
It
the
was
time,
crazy. They weren't signed yet, and then
yeah,
I think it was literally a week after that podcast. They both of them
they
featured on.
what happened was, yeah, they showed up because it was like they weren't on AEW, and then you said it, and then I think like a week or two later they ended up on Dark.
Yeah,
I remember you sent it to me and you were like, "Yo, I told you."
yeah. I told you, man. I
I
called it.
can't take that one away from you. I
Yeah,
can't take that
I
one away
did.
from you.
I did, and it sucks because like they work well together, and it's kind of what it reminded me of it because it kind of reminds me of the Jey Uso situation.
Wait a minute.
How like Jay last year and most of this year was by himself,
Okay.
and he was killing it. Everyone was like, "Just be next world champion,"
Yeah.
blah blah blah, all behind him. And then like Jimmy came back, and it's like, well, now what? But it's kind of like the same situation because like everyone's behind Dante, and then like not really everyone's like focusing on his brother.
Yeah.
And it's like I think they should, not be work. I guess like, I think people are just afraid that he's gonna come back and it's gonna ruin his momentum.
Yeah. To be honest, if you're a casual, you don't even know this guy has a brother.
Yeah, if you're a
That's
casual,
what
you don't even
that's
know.
what happens. If
And
you
that's the bad part because with at least with the Usos, they incorporated Jimmy
the
in some of the
Usos.
yes Usos, and you also had Jimmy appear once in a while on television.
Yeah.
Kind of be like, oh, like I'm still here. you know.
Hey, what's
And
up?
then, yeah, what's yeah, like I'm right
What's
here.
poppin'?
Yeah.
I'm here.
And they're not doing that with his brother, and it's like
No,
I don't know if he's 100% healthy. I don't know if it's like he's walking. I don't know
what's
what he
happening?
could do.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I get why he's not on TV, and I don't know why they're not mentioning it. But if I'm like if I'm someone who like, knows that he has a brother and is worried about his momentum getting ruined, I wouldn't be that scared. I
yeah.
wouldn't.
No, that's a
His
fact.
brother's not that bad of a wrestler. Yes, he's coming off an injury. He may have a little like ring rust, whatever.
Mhm.
But he is not the same.
I
Same.
mean, you signed the man made out of glass, Bobby Fish. I think it'd be alright.
Yeah, he's like half his age, so I think they should be fine. And it's good because like with Jimmy and Jay, when Jimmy returned, they were just fine. Like they're both
Yeah.
equally as good. They're even better as a tag team together. Same thing with these two. Like once the brother comes back, they're gonna be just fine. They're could be doing things together. So it's gonna make all things even better than what we think it is.
You know what I think is wrong? You know what I think is tough with AEW? I'm not even gonna say that's wrong. You know how we talk about like WWE sometimes and we'll be like, yo, the tag division is like weak, like there's no tag teams, they
Yeah,
break up everybody. I feel like AEW has too strong of a tag division.
yeah, that's
Because
right.
right now the top two teams are FTR, Lucha Brothers. But then you also got the Bucks. You also got Santana Ortiz. You also
Yeah,
got the two teams from the Dark Order.
yeah.
You got oh my god. It's slipping
Man,
my mind right now. I see them right now.
man of the
Yeah,
year.
Men of the Year. I was like, yo, I'm blanking. I couldn't think of them. Like, and so on. Jurassic Express. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
could keep going. Their
yeah,
tag division is so strong that's like, what do you even do?
yeah.
That's why now they're having all these three-way matches. Which I thought that was gonna be the title that was. I think I talked about this. I thought that was gonna be the title that was gonna be presented, not this women's TBS title, which I'm
Yeah.
all for. Give them a
Yeah.
second belt. But when they first announced it, I thought, and I saw that was gonna be a belt. I thought it was gonna be the 3-man
Yeah.
belt. Like I think Ring of Honor had it for a while, and the reason why they had it was because of the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because the Bucks were teaming with AJ. Then when AJ left, they had Cole, and then I think the Kingdom had it at one time. It was just like that was the thing. I feel like they've been doing that so much lately.
They could bring it
Like,
back. I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised if like mid or early 2022, it's like, oh, we have more championships to
yeah,
announce.
but I just don't want them to get too many. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
and they're
I
rushing all
don't.
of it too. They're rushing. Like,
Yeah, I don't want them.
give this TBS championship a little time to develop, and then
Yeah,
maybe like late in a year from now, bring more new
because I
belts.
think even the TBS title, I think that was one more too many, and it was like,
Yeah,
but still, it was. It's not a men's belt; it's a women's belt, so it gives them a second belt. So let it be. You know what I mean? Let's
and
see how it works
it
out.
should have been a tag team belt if anything. I thought it always should
I
have been
think,
a tag
I
team belt.
think, but I think why they didn't though, because they see what's happening across the pond,
Yeah,
what's happening and how that tag
but
division's going,
yeah, but
and
it,
their women's tag division ain't the best.
yeah, I can
You
kind
know
of
what I
agree with
mean?
that one. Yeah,
Like compared to the
and
men's, yo, I was thinking
yeah,
about this the other day. The men's tag division is just too stacked.
way too stacked.
And it's crazy to say that
Yeah.
because if you look at other companies, there's no tag teams around like that. Everybody is just a made up tag team.
Yeah, for
I
real.
think AEW got all of the like,
The good ones. There's nothing they can't share. Like they're not. Who are they gonna take?
yeah, I think they got all the tag teams that were made to be a tag team. Like
Yeah,
FTR was made to be a tag team.
like
Santana Ortiz, they've been a tag team since who knows when. Best Friends been tag team for how long? You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like Men of the Year, they just came together, but
but
it's
they
a
work.
cool concept and it works. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's not
it
like
works.
cringy. You know what I mean? Like for a
Yeah,
while, it started working later on, but with the Gable and Otis stuff, it was like
yeah,
it was kind of cringy. Took
yeah,
them a while to finally figure it out. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's what happened with Men of the Year, but I feel like I think it was more of not creative, but more of them as a personality, like their personalities just
It's like
meshed
it's
together.
like
It was just like,
let's see who works here. Like they kind of like,
yeah,
oh, do you have a vision? Do you have a vision? Let's see how it ends up, and then it just works. Like you said, like they put them in great storylines.
yeah,
They know how each other work, and it's more of like I say this like in terms of the current up and coming tag teams in WWE. It's like you got to know your partner before you like you gotta know them well before you get out there with them.
yeah,
A lot of the tag teams right now are most of them are made up or are like really close friends
yeah.
in real life and not
I
like
think I
storyline.
think that helps when they're just not put together, when they actually
Yeah,
know each other and they actually, because then you have some type of chemistry. You know what I mean? It's not
yeah,
like I walked into the gym one day and they were like, "Yo, that's your tag partner." Like that
well,
probably happens at wrestling school. You know
yeah,
what I mean? That probably happens, but then that's where you figure each other out. It's not
yeah.
like you're
That's what I
live
mean.
on TV and they say, "Yo, yeah, tag team today. Go out there and have fun."
Yeah,
It's it's like Santana or Ortiz. Like if you watch their interviews, they've been tag teams forever. They traveled the road. They know each other's families. It's just they've become like brothers. They become
yeah,
like one. You know what I mean? So it's like their chemistry is just intact.
yeah,
Oh my god, names I even forgot. Shout out to Private Party. Good thing,
yeah. Good, well,
Good thing Christopher Daniels and Kaz ain't a tag team no more. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
yeah,
their tag team division is
yeah,
just stupid. It's just ridiculous.
yeah. For
Oh
real.
man,
So
what match are we up to?
speaking of men, yeah, I was gonna say men of the year was that 5-on-5, Minneapolis, Minnesota, whatever fight. I texted you. I'm like, what? This is not like it's. It started off with tagging in. And I'm like, what is this? Like, can you just like start off with a brawl and not like
You gotta remember, three of these guys in this match are not
wrestlers?
trained. Yeah, they're not. They
But
probably
still, it's like
train the
at least
basics,
like,
but
do
they're not.
something to where at least have someone do something to where like they don't get the hits first.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I mean it worked its way up. Like I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that it
eventually, yeah.
worked
But it
its
was
way
just
up.
weird.
It
Was weird
started
how they
off.
transitioned from
Yeah,
like non-match to like a regular match to a street fight. It's like, oh,
no,
okay,
I feel you. Yeah,
and it's like it randomly broke out. But like, I think it should have started that from like spread out from the start because that's how no DQ matches work.
yeah. But I think it was just I let everybody get a spot in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that Junior
yeah,
Dos Santos could get a spot without
yeah,
having to have the ring to himself. You know what I mean? Because usually when
yeah,
there's um a street fight and there's like teams involved, there'll always be a big spot in the ring. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So
yeah,
you don't want him to be there by himself and the nerves get to him. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that. So make sure everybody's there. Boom. Okay, he probably feels more comfortable. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that.
yeah,
It's little things like that. But I like that it evolved. I'll tell you straight up, didn't care for the match.
yeah.
Um, when we
You really,
recorded the predictions, not bad. I was actually very entertained. I'll tell you
yeah.
that.
It was there was some
Was
entertaining
wasn't the
spots.
best match. It
Yeah,
wasn't like not gonna tell you, yo, go watch your way to see it. But it was an
yeah.
entertaining match. It was dope. Saw my son Sammy hit the Jeff Hardy spot.
That
That
was a
was
great spot.
dope.
That was a cool spot. That.
Um Santana Ortiz, of course, killing it.
It didn't
Um
feel like a bigger brawl than it should have had. You know, it kind of didn't really feel that big. You know, it
I
was like
feel you.
it was hyped up a lot, but at the end it was like, oh, okay,
Like like I said again, three guys that aren't really
yeah,
trained, so you can't really do a lot. Like if you had, like, let's say Lambert was still in the match, but then you had two more guys, just wrestlers, it would have been more fast paced, more. But you got, like I said, you got guys that aren't,
yeah.
these aren't their professions.
That's what I was hoping too, because usually all the inner circle matches that they've had that were like no disqualification were fast paced. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's kind of slow.
I mean, they
Not
kind of,
ready for the round.
it was a good pace. It wasn't
Yeah,
like that. It was like dragging along.
yeah,
But I know what you mean. It wasn't as fast as it was that it is usually.
yeah.
But I wasn't mad at it. I was like, all right, this ain't. I'm not like I had no interest in it. Now I was kind of like, this is kind of dope.
Yeah, it was.
Like
It was.
I looked at it as a bathroom break.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
a dope match.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you what the bathroom break was. Maybe it was the Cody match. Maybe.
yeah. That's what I felt. The back
Maybe. Yeah. But again, I like all the guys that are in there. Also, watching that match, what could have been? All four
It was
guys.
supposed to be a fatal four-way. I heard it was supposed to be a fatal four-way, but then they changed it at last minute to tag team. And I'm like, imagine if it was a fatal four-way. That match I would have been interested in. I would have sat down, start to finish, eyes on the screen. You know,
It ain't done. They all got beef with each other.
yeah,
They all got beef because
it'd be a bigger match than Dynamite.
Pac and Cody had beef. Malachi and Andrade kind of looked like they had beef at a point. So you never know. Maybe down the line we might get that fatal four way. Maybe that's where we get the full heel turn of Cody Rhodes.
Hopefully, that could be it.
But
No,
I can't wait for that to happen.
I
I
know.
can't wait for it. I need him to do this.
They're gonna blow the roof off of
Oh,
the place.
yeah.
Fucking
I need him to do the same, like kind of like the same spot he did like in Ring of Honor, where he just low blowed. Who was it that he fought? Was it Jay Lethal? I think it was Jay Lethal, his first Ring of Honor match, and he just low blowed him with the ref turn, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Like, oh shit, heel turn, what?
And imagine he does the same thing. Like,
Yo,
with
I'm
low
down
blow.
with it. I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
I think Pac is the one that's gonna take it.
yeah. And he's not gonna know it because they had beef tonight. They were gonna tag each other in and out. Who
Yep.
knows?
That's what I'm saying, man. He
Who knows?
got beef with Arn. It's writing itself. It's writing itself.
Don't mess with Arn. Arn's got his Glock.
I just need Cody to get another manager after
Yeah.
Arn.
No, I don't think he needs one. I don't think he needs one.
I don't think so.
No,
I would
go
love
by
for
himself.
him.
Let him.
I would love for him to have one. You know why? Because people hate when he has a manager. I would love for him to have a manager.
No, but I think with Arn, I think Arn became made to a joke to a certain point. I know, like I said, you were there from the Grand Slam. He fell off the apron,
busted his ass.
So I think he's like, just need a manager to give someone that people would hate.
Do you know who?
Who?
Do you know who how I would book this?
Okay.
I would say, Arn, get out my way. You've been holding me back. You're maybe the third or fourth best horseman.
Ooh.
But now
Ooh.
I got the first. Woo! We still woo, baby. Ric Flair, Cody Rhodes. People would hate it. People would hate that shit. And then you kind of get
Andrade,
Ric Flair having both of them, and they're kind of cool, but not really.
Yeah.
And then down the line, you have that explode, and you do something with that. You know what I mean? It's just it writes itself.
Yeah,
man. It writes itself.
Yeah, it does.
You gotta tell me people would not hate that.
That is
Arn Anderson has become one of the most beloved managers in AEW. If you kick him to the curb and call him maybe the third greatest horseman, ooh, people are gonna hate that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then you hear the woo! I got the first best horseman.
Damn.
And now he's my manager.
Damn. That is insane.
Yo, tell me that wouldn't get you hyped.
It would get me hyped.
It would just make you be like, yo, fuck this guy. Like, it would just be like, yo.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm
telling
you.
For real.
I think he needs to lean into the hate. He needs to lean into the booze and stuff.
Yeah. He should.
Become a heel.
For real, man.
I think it would work.
But the last match of the night. Cowboy shit.
Talk about
Adam Page, new World Heavyweight Champion. Could we see a Young Bucks babyface turn? That kind of surprised me at the end.
Low key.
I don't know.
It happened. I
don't know. Adam Cole with them though. That's why I say I don't know. They kind of had that look like, just go for it, man.
Well, the Bucks and Adam Cole always go like tweeners. Like they can always be heels or baby faces depending on who they're fighting.
Yeah. I guess.
the first thing I thought of was, damn, I wish Impact was still like in partner with AEW, because this would be the perfect time to do Hangman and the Bucks versus Kenny and the Good Brothers.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, man, and it was a dope ass match.
it was.
I thought
It
my
was.
son, Page killed himself on the dive outside where he hit the table, like
Oh
he hit
yeah.
his knee. I thought he was done. I was like, yo, that shit looked like it hurt.
Yeah. I was like, damn, he's done. And then I was like, there's no way he's winning. But then, like, damn, that moment, I'm like,
Yeah,
he hit him with the moves. I'm like, that crap. Imagine being there during that
yeah.
match happened. That would
I,
must be insane.
and I was just happy they didn't overbook it, like having all of the elite and all of the dark orders come out and
Yeah, it kind of ended it, right?
like
It kind of
battle,
ended
you know
it.
what I mean, like fight and stuff. I was just hoping that didn't happen. It was subtle. It
Yeah.
had the Bucks come out, not do nothing. You know what I mean? Like
He
it
just stood
was,
there.
yeah, it was very
Like,
subtle. It was
just
like
nod their
I
head.
like the ending.
Yeah.
I like the ending of
He
it. I
got me
think,
tuning into it. It's like, now what they're going to do? What does that
yeah,
mean for Kenny and the Young Bucks? Yeah, like I said, is that a babyface turn? Who knows? That could just be like it kind of looked like an approval. Like, yeah, go ahead, do it.
yeah,
Like,
like you
do your move.
deserve it. Yeah,
Yeah. Because he
yo,
did apologize on Friday, so it's like I don't know if that was like basically like he
yeah,
softened them up a little bit. I don't know that situation, but I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. That's why we got to tune in. That was a great like kind of cliffhanger. Like, what does that
a
mean for the
little
young bucks?
nod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Uh,
cool, and I like that. That was a kind of an interesting ending.
no, yeah, that was dope. That was the first thing I thought of, though. I was like, yo, that little
I thought
nod.
I honestly thought like as when he nodded, I'm like, oh, he's gonna pull his leg down, injure him.
The first thing I thought was when Nick didn't do nothing. I said Matt will, because it's
Yeah,
always that way. Nick doesn't
yeah.
do nothing. Matt takes control. And then when Matt
Like,
did the nod, I said, "Oh nah, they're
did
letting
you?
it happen."
Yeah, did you notice that Don Callis was in that same spot for like a good 10, like a couple minutes?
Yeah,
He got hit and it was just stood there. I'm like, dude,
he
there's
got
no
hit,
way.
bro.
Yeah, I know, but
That's
he could have broke
painful.
off the apron. He was in the fucking
Painful,
way. It
man.
was like, oh, he's like roll
Nah, it's
off.
supposed to build suspense because you're like, yo, is he gonna grab his leg? You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like
That's what I
that's
was
what I
thinking.
was
That's
thinking.
what I
I
was
was like,
thinking.
yo, if he goes up to do
That's
it
what
and
I was.
Callis is the one to stop him, I'm gonna be tight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, no, don't get close to Callie. He's gonna grab your foot. He's gonna pull you
Yeah.
down. I'm like, no way, don't do it. That's what I was thinking. But it did work. It got me though. It got me. Then he got him.
Yeah.
Then he pinned. I'm like, it happened. He's finally a champion, man.
Well,
That's
after
insane.
like we said, 2 years.
2 years in
Incredible.
the making for that. Like it's insane.
Incredible.
It's insane, man.
I
I
still
think
see
that I think they were like imagine if you would have won it out all out. I think that crowd was much better. And that's why I was
yeah,
kind of confusing to me too, because like I didn't think I said this for the prediction episode. I was like, okay, now what? Like this he came back. It wasn't really that much of a big deal after he took a little bit of a hiatus.
yeah.
Like he kind of lost the momentum from that. And it was like, okay, now he brought back and you got to build it up a little bit. But I don't think it was that much
I
compared to
think
the whole.
I think with the Adam Page and All Out, I want to say in my heart they changed their mind when they found out Adam Cole and Brian were coming over, and I feel like they were like, "There's no other spot to do it in, so
Yeah,
we can't have Kenny lose the belt here."
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you can't overshadow a title win. You don't want to overshadow a title win with debuts.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I feel like that would have happened. Even if the Cole and Bryan thing happened like earlier in the night, it still would have been the most talked about thing.
yeah,
Even if Paige would have won the belt.
yeah. That is true.
So I think it was the smart thing to do. I don't know if that's how they saw it, but if that is what had happened, I understand it because it's like, again, you don't want a debut to overshadow your champion.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah, I didn't think
That
about
would
it
that would be a smart thing.
till recently because I always thought about. I was like, they should have just had him win it all out. They were gonna give it to him at the end, but then it's like
You can't just keep that moment with Daniel.
when you find out you got two of the biggest names jumping over, are you gonna do that on a Dynamite? You gotta do that on the pay per
Yeah,
view.
you gotta
But
do
then when on the pay per view?
that.
You You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They gotta find the right spot, and they were like, you know what? Fuck it, Christian versus Kenny. We'll just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was more of that than let's wait another pay per view and give it to him. I think it was more of let's not overshadow the moment.
Yeah. And it's like you said, that this whole entire process from not winning it the first time, it's all long-term storytelling, man. It's a perfect way to do all this. It's insane.
Yep.
Great way. And now I just hope he has a great title reign. Like, I hope Adam Cole is one of the first challengers. That's the match I'm looking forward to, Adam versus Adam.
That's gonna be dope.
That would be awesome. That has to be Double or Nothing, not Revolution. Well, but unless they do it at Revolution, because last year's wasn't the best. Because this year's wasn't the best. It was okay.
Yeah.
I think the topic from last year is like, okay, let's have like a let's make this year's one better. This one's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely feel you on that. I think Adam Cole and Adam Page, that's gonna be a storyline that's gonna be lit. I
Yeah.
think now you have this new champion and you have a whole bunch of competitors that can go for it.
Yeah.
Like we said, if you build up Eddie Kingston to be the beast heel, you have him, you have Miro, you have Cole, you have Bryan, you have Punk even down the line.
Yeah.
You have guys that you're building up like Darby, MJF,
Oh, yeah. Sammy Guevara.
Sammy. If you fucking try and build up Ricky Starks and push him sometimes, I get it. You got the FTW belt, cool. Give my guy something else because he's dope as hell. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He needs to be pushed. Brian Cage. You got all these guys that could do something.
Yeah. But they have nothing to do.
Yeah. And I think that says a lot for your company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not shit on anybody else's company, but when a top guy leaves and then the other top guy might take time off and you still could put on good TV, that says a lot.
Yeah.
I remember, what was it, 32? That they were scrambling because so many people were injured. And it was
Yeah.
like, we have no one. It was like, Triple H, you want to be champ? Like, it was like, you don't
Yeah.
have no one else? You
Yeah.
had
For
to
real.
give it to him? Like,
Yeah.
so it says a lot about the company and how they're building people that they could put trust like this. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, with Fox gone and Kenny might taking time off and who knows? Christian Cage. Give me Christian in this
Oh,
title
yeah.
picture again. There's just so many guys, man.
There's so many.
Jericho, have a rematch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Go all out.
I'd all out.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. There's so many stories you could do this.
Yeah.
The era of Adam Page has begun.
Yep. The new era of AEW.
And I'm excited for it. I'm all in for this.
Yep.
All in. I guess that's the recap for Full Gear AEW. Guess we can end it there. Definitely doing more of these after post pay-per-view recaps more often.
Fast.
We're gonna live stream a lot of these episodes from now on. So expect us to do a Survivor Series prediction, post Survivor Series next Sunday. So tune in for that. More of us and Gina, of course. She'll be on in the future with us doing these live streams with us. I guess we can wrap it up over here. I am Nick, as always. My boy Joel with me. Let me see you guys next time.
Catch ya.